to be here again for day 4. Lauren, let's check the Facebook page to make sure that we are live in there and that it's all
Okay,
working
sounds
good.
good.
Yes. Thank you all, everyone who has made it out to all the days. We have a very special guest that's here with us on standby. So everybody, just get ready, get your notes out, your pen and paper. And how's it looking on Facebook?
Good.
Yeah, I see we're live. Okay.
I'm going to talk to my people on Instagram right now. Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day so far. We are going to be doing this training today on facebook.com/wealthywellness. We have a wonderful guest speaker. His name is Victor Glez. He is going to be speaking about automation tools and systems. So hop on over to Facebook and join us at facebook.com/wealthywellness. Chelsea Pine, see you there. Okay.
Lovely. So, hello everyone. We're back day 4. Day 4, we're talking about automations, tools, and systems. And we have Victor Glez here with us. We're going to talk about how to work from home, how work from home health, wellness, and fitness experts and entrepreneurs and business owners are maintaining financial stability by leveraging technology and automation, and more specifically without losing that aspect of authentic human connection, so that way we can impact people across the globe. Right, there's this big wave of isolation that's happening, and we're seeking more than ever to connect with people, right? So one of the great ways to do that is with automation and tools. And so we're really excited because we've been talking with some of you already. We have a few of you who have booked calls, and we have only a few spots left. We had some enrollment, so it's really awesome to know that that's happening and that you are all excited and that you've been engaging and asking questions. And so it's really great to have you all out here. So let's dive into the recap. For now, let's just go into the recap and what we learned during the week so far. So, you learned your ability to book unlimited sales calls, enrollment calls through masterclass automation, right? And you learn that it brings you ease, it brings you consistency, and it brings you growth, right? As a business owner, so that way you can scale your business and you can make more than just 5, 6, 7 multi-figures. You can maybe even make 8 figures, right? So it allows you to grow as a business owner and build a team and start doing other things. So we also learned, you can easily generate, 10K, 50K, 100K a month with this masterclass funnel, but you can't really do it with the other icing tactics, right? So the masterclass funnel is the cake, and the other icing tactics like writing books and doing podcasts and speaking at events and doing challenges and all these networking events and other things, they don't generate consistent income, especially the way that masterclass funnels do. So also what we learned is how to build your opt-in page, which is your registration page. We learned that it needs to have a really juicy hook, and we broke down the elements of what a juicy hook is. And we gave you 2 options to use for your masterclass subject and for your masterclass content. And we explained to you how to write the bullet points on your opt-in pages. And just in general, when you're writing copy, to not be feature driven, but to be benefit driven, right? And to really talk about not the tools and techniques, but what they can do with the tools and techniques, how those tools and techniques and strategies will shift their life, right? So we talked about that. And if you didn't see any of this, you can go back and watch it. We go really deep on this. And then we talk about how to do research by researching with your audience, your clients, doing polls and surveys to really get their biggest pains and goals and problems and dreams and resistances and obstacles, so that way you can use those. And also to split test your headlines, to see how your audience reacts before you start spending money on them. Mm-hmm. And then Ryan came in yesterday, which was awesome, and he talked about Facebook ads and just advertising in general, and how to capture the moment by being authentic, right? Mm-hmm. And then we also talked about how to create your masterclass slides, so the content that your masterclass slides should hold, and then how to record them, right, with ScreenFlowy or Camtasia. And we went into more details about that. So tomorrow we're going to be going into the elegant art of enrollment and how to enroll people, not from a sales mindset, but more from a service mindset, right? And then the 5 top mistakes that you want to avoid being in this industry starting out and when scaling your business. So we're going to be going over those things. And if we have time, we're going to go over your signature skill set, which is how to really craft your own signature program based off of your own hero's journey and everything you've been through in your life, all your challenges and obstacles, all your personality and your passions and your expertise into a signature skill set, a signature program that you can use to transform people's lives. So hopefully we'll have time for that part tomorrow. If we don't, and you guys, if y'all like respond, if you say in the comments you want it, we'll make a bonus training for that for you, you know. If not, then, whatever. But that's it for just, the recap for the week that we've had and for tomorrow. Now today, we have Victor here on the other line. Victor.
I just want to point out real quick,
Yeah.
Kai, for some reason, I don't know why, but in this live video, it's saying that we're going over the content we went over yesterday. So I put it in the comments below what today's agenda is. So if you guys see some misinformation, I just wanted to address that ahead of time. What we put in the comments is what we'll be going over today. And Kai, take it from here.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way to change it in the...
No, I already tried, but it's okay.
That's okay. Thank you for putting it in the comments, Lauren. Today, we are here with Victor. And, Victor is an amazing expert. He's worked with so many people. And it's really amazing to have his support. And we found him through our own coaches, Alex Jeffries, and with Clients in Abundance, who's amazing. And so it's awesome to have Victor here. Victor has his own team. He has his own thing going on. And he's just such a lifesaver when it comes to technology and automation. So let's pull Victor in here right now.
Yay, Victor!
Hey, Victor, there he is.
Hey, everyone, welcome. Hey, super excited to be here. Kai, as always, a pleasure. Love your energy. Lauren, thank you so much for all the good stuff that you do. And look at that beautiful smile.
Thank you, Victor.
Thank you for having me here, guys. So, let's get started. I love talking about this topic. This is something that, I've been doing it for like over 10 years now. So, this is exciting. I love what I do. So go ahead, Kai, lead the way.
Yeah. So what we kind of are going through, basically, if everyone's watched the trainings previously to this one, you're all set up for the most part to start going into integrating your systems, right? You have your opt-in page, the juicy hook for that, benefit-driven bullet points that you need to have on there, testimonials, case studies, and things like that. And you have your masterclass topic, you have your masterclass title, you have the slides, right? So, and there's some other things that you really need to dial in, but for the most part, these are the core elements that you're going to need. So now we're going to talk about automation and how automating all this works. So there's a few elements to that, right? There's the first part of that, which is where are you going to host your masterclass, right? And then, where are you going to host your questionnaire, and where are you going to host your calendar, and how do you connect your calendar and all these different elements within the funnel, these different points, to Facebook, so that way you can track and measure all of those different levers, right? And there's a few other elements, then you have to test it, and then also email. You have to set up your email system, right? And that's a huge thing, because you don't want to have to be sending out each email to each person that signs up or books a call, because that just defeats the purpose. We have automation, right? Right. So we're gonna talk about some of those and some of the content that you want to include in those emails. And that's pretty much it for now. So I have a little agenda here, Victor. So
Perfect.
I don't know how, we just decided to do this,
Yeah.
yesterday. So I don't know how you want to do it. You can kind
Sure.
of, I'll let you lead if you want. But
Awesome.
first, I have here type form. I was going to show everyone an example of our type form, and then kind of go into the questions there, and
Real,
then move on to
real,
Calendly.
real quick
Yeah.
before we jump into everything, Victor,
Correct.
can you give us a proper introduction of who you are, what your company does, and what you specialize in?
Yeah, most definitely. So what a beautiful time, right, to be here, even though all this uncertainty with COVID-19.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about
But
this new shift that's happening.
yeah. Um, so what a beautiful time to be an online business, right? To have an online business and have this opportunity to really take advantage of all the tools that are out there, right? And like Lauren said, my name is Victor Glez, and I run a company. The name is Innovators Media, but of course I have many assets online that my brand is victorglez.com, right? And I've been doing it for this for over 10 years. Just in the past 2 years, we've done over a thousand projects, right? That we help entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants really create their automation, really create a machine that they can leverage, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so they can actually find time freedom, and also find that stability, right? Because we all need leads, right? There's traffic everywhere that you could get. There's YouTube, Facebook, but if you don't have the right system, then you don't have a real business, right? Uh, Back in the days, right? Businesses used to have those index cards, right? Those Rolodex, and that
Yeah.
was a database, right? And that was their actual this book of business, right? So now we live in an online world where your database is online, right? Your database is actually filled with names and email addresses, uh,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what information you collect. So, yeah, that's what I do, right? And of course, I'm a father of two beautiful little girls, and because I've set up systems, because I was able to, go through that process of really creating um, leverage this technology that is
Mm-hmm.
out there that we're going to be talking about. I'm able to go out there and coach my daughter's team, and be able to just leave and have the team take care of all the task work that needs to be done, right? And if you have this, if you set up everything that we're going to be talking to you about, then you're going to find that you don't need to be in a desk, right? Now, right now, unfortunately, we have to stay at home.
Yeah.
But this, you could take it anywhere, right? You could go on to Starbucks, your favorite beach, right? You could live the lifestyle that you dream of, or just spend more time with the family. That's it. So yeah, so that's me. I'm Victor Glass, right? And love to talk about technology and processes to help you leverage, the technology that we have today, so you can
Mm-hmm.
create financial stability win your business, right?
Yeah.
Yay. Thank you,
Thank
Victor.
you,
That was a
Yeah.
Victor.
perfect introduction to what you
Yeah.
do.
And yeah, I love Victor, everything that you do, and what you just said about, stability. It just gave me this visual of what we're building here is kind of like a house or like for a store,
Yes.
and it's like there's a framework, and the biggest, framework, I don't know if it would be like the actual framework or if it would be like the concrete on the floor, but it would be like this funnel.
Your foundation, yeah, and you have to have a strong foundation to really build on top of it, right? Now that you have your messaging, you have your story that you're gonna guide your prospect with, right? You're gonna get them into your world. They're gonna get involved with you, and that I'm super happy that you helped your audience create that, right? And then you guys talked about traffic, because that's where you're gonna go out there and connect with that pocket of people, your market, right? And now you're going to bring them into this foundation that you're going to create, and you're going to start building that relationship, right? So it doesn't have to feel like, you're just, everything's automated, but, if you build it right, then they're gonna feel like they're part of your world, right? They're gonna feel like, hey, you know what? I'm connecting with Kai, with Lauren, with myself, with someone that knows me, right? That knows the problem that I have, and hey, you know, this person can help me fix this, right? And then have that human connection, even though you're still utilizing the automation, utilizing the technology to make all these things happen. So yes, this is something that we if you want to go, we can go over it and start. I kind of have a diagram that I would love to share with people as
Yeah.
well, you know, in the call, who are in this call, and of course, you know, but before I do that, right, I'm wondering if there's something that I do want to, you know, touch base on, right? Technology is amazing, right? Uh, all these tools are out there that for us to generate, but I don't want you to get caught up in the technology world, right? Because there's always going to be a new tool that's going to come out, that's going to be the greatest, the best thing since sliced bread, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But if you follow the simple steps that we're going to give you here, then definitely you're going to build the right foundation to to start getting people into your funnel, right? And a funnel is just a website as well. That, you know, that's a fancy word to just say, you know what, I created a page, right? A page that is going to do something, either capture an email or invite someone to schedule a call, right? Or invite someone to come in and buy my product or service, right? And that funnel, right, is that process of taking a prospect from point A to point B to point C to point D, right? Depending what that process is. And I'll share that with you. Um, do we have any questions? I don't know if in the chat, or could definitely get started now.
Yeah, if anyone has questions, we see we have viewers here. If any of you have questions, before we start diving in, let us know in the chat. And yeah, what you said, like, it gave me another visual of how a website is kind of like a ball of, like, it's just a ball of, you know, services and all these different things, right? And then a funnel is like when you squish that ball and you make a line, and
Yeah,
it's like there's a beginning point and an end point, right? And then you bring them through that journey, right?
yeah,
Instead of there's just this ball of everything.
exactly. Yeah. And you know, of course, you know, there's all this tools that can help you do this, right? And at the end of the day, what we're doing is what we really just want is we want to treat each step of that process individually, separately, right? We don't want to see this whole funnel as a whole in one, right? We
Yeah,
want to actually just look at, for example, registration page, right? Which the registration page has many names, right? Lead capture page, opt-in page,
yeah.
right? So when you're creating this funnel, this marketing machine, you want to take a look and look at each part individually and see, okay, this page job is just to capture a name, right? So how are you going to do that, right? Well, you already created a compelling headline, right? You already have a compelling headline. So all we need to do is just push them to give us that information, right? Give them that thing that they want, and it could be anything, right? We all talk about PDFs, video, master classes, right? Um, checklist. It could be anything, softwares. So really, it's all going to depend on that pain point that your prospect has at that time. And when they click on your advertisement, they're going to go to your registration page, and all they want to know is that, hey, I'm in the right place, and you know what, like, this is what I want to do. Like, this is the problem that I want to fix. Like, Kai has the solution, right? So then they actually provide you their name and email. So you actually completed the first step, right? You successfully, you know, really just got that information from your prospect. So that's good. That you should definitely celebrate, and you created a win for yourself, right? And I say this because we complicate things too much, right? We go into like, oh, like maybe I need to add in my registration page, I need to add a checkbox, a timer, a
Yeah.
widget, a flashing widget. And those are all tactics that are there, but they're not things that are strategies that work.
Mhm.
Those things are always going to change, right? So create that win for yourself. Think about it that way, where you're not complicating it, you're just really simplifying it. Technology to utilize for to capture a name and email, right? And that's really just what we're talking about right now. Now, of course, I've been doing it for so long that now we're able to create more complex and intricate processes to do more than just generate a name and an email, right? So with that being said, right, let me see Chrome tab. I'm gonna share this PDF with you guys.
Okay.
Are you guys able to see this?
Yeah, it should be pulling up, and there it is.
Let me see.
So I'll solo this.
Kai, I
Beautiful.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Can you hear me?
Um, I hear you, Victor. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I could hear you.
Lauren? Lauren? That's
Maybe
okay.
her audio just went off. But
Uh,
let us know in the chat if you guys can hear us. If the audio is working. Let's see. I
can you
can't.
hear me? I'm sorry. I'm just going to bring her back on and try it again. Can you hear Lauren? She can't hear
Can you
anything.
hear me? Am I
Yeah.
live? Am I with Kai? We're having some tech problems.
It's okay. I'll message you.
I think we're coming
Victor, go
back.
ahead. Victor, go ahead and just start, and then I'll message Lauren right now.
All right, beautiful. So yeah, so I just wanted to share this diagram to obviously it's kind of difficult to picture this right in our heads, but if hopefully this diagram can help us out. And of course, this can, like Kai probably already went over this with you, that our goal is to really capture a lead, right? Create a machine, a funnel that would eventually capture a lead, watch a video, and then push them into a strategy session, right?
Mhm.
So that's the outcome, right? And that's the funnel that we've been doing. And of course, there's millions of funnels, there's millions of steps that you can create. But from all the projects that we've done, this has been the most successful one. This funnel alone has generated like over $3 million in the last 12 months, right? So it works.
Yeah.
It works, and there's people getting leads. From it averages from all over the place depending on what platform you're using. But Facebook is costing them less than $1. YouTube is costing a few cents, right? So it
Mm,
really depends where you're going with your traffic. But this funnel works, right? If you just stick to almost this process, you will have a successful marketing machine.
yeah.
So basically, right, as you guys know, right, if for anybody that doesn't know, what is a funnel, right? A funnel is a lead capture that helps you capture leads and create an evergreen process to educate your prospect, right? So that's really what the funnel is, right? What this video funnel entails, right? And obviously, the whole journey of it is to generate a consultation, right? A call, a strategy call, right? And why we use this, of course, is because this is a powerful tool, right? People come in, they get educated. It actually starts building brand loyalty with the actual backend that you're gonna set up, right? And it starts creating, more of the feeling like we talked about earlier of knowing your prospects and them knowing you, because that's the key here, right? The key is to get them to trust you first,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's the key. And if they trust you and if they like you, they're gonna buy from you, right? So by you coming in and creating all of this, it's going to help you do that. And where it starts, like Kai already went over, it's your opt-in page, right? And basically, like I mentioned before, there's many layouts. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, but at the end of the day, all you need is just a really good, compelling headline, a great hook that's gonna push them over to give you their information, right? Their name and email. So, for example, on this diagram, right, as you can see, this looks very elementary. This looks very simplified, and people dismiss it, right? People dismiss this,
Yeah.
and it's like because we love to complicate things. I don't know, for some reason we love to say, oh, you know what, that looks too simplified. I don't think that will work. But in reality, this is so powerful because there's no distractions, right? So for my market, right, if they will see this headline, the number one secret to successful funnel for lead generation, that's it. That's all they need, right?
Yeah.
Or even, hey, free video reveals how to get clients. If I want clients, I'm gonna go into that. There's no, you're not giving them time to think, to doubt themselves, right? You're actually just providing the clarity that they need, right? And they've done a lot of tests, in the past that, if in less than 5 seconds you don't capture them, their attention, the hook, they're gonna bounce, right? So you need to keep that in mind. You need to actually have this, you know, this layout, this important layout in your funnel, in your marketing machine to actually help you capture opt-ins. So yeah, so once you celebrated that win, right? Then of course we're going to go over. Let me see. I think it's a little slow, right? Okay, perfect. So,
Okay.
once you celebrated that win, of course, the next step is going to be to send them to what we call it, power content video, right? That's
Yeah.
our term. But at the end of the day, it's a VSL. It's a video sales letter, right? Or it's just a masterclass, right? That's in reality what you're going to be doing in the next step of that funnel process. So, as you can see, all you need is just a beautiful um, page that has a video on it, and it's going to have your call to action, right? It's going to have your call to action so they can have a way to connect with you and schedule a call, right? Because that's what we want. We want them to schedule a call because that's how you're going to do that human connection,
Yeah.
right? That's how
Exactly.
you're going to actually connect with people, and they're going to buy from you because it's a lot of people you know have funnels that they send them to sales pages, right? They have their products
Yeah.
and things like that. But at the end of the day, they're investing a lot of money and they're getting very little in return because their conversion is very low, right? Their
Exactly.
conversion is very low, and when someone's there, um, when someone's actually willing to get on the phone with you and talk to you about your problems and how you can solve them, it has a bigger impact, right? So it has
Yeah.
a bigger conversion rate. So that's what you want to do. You want to have, what this is what we do for our clients every day. This is what you should be doing, right, every day. So for sure, have a power content video, and then you're gonna have a schedule page, right? That schedule page is just really to help you to connect and schedule a time with you. And the beauty of it is that we have all these tools, and I'll go over a few of them right now that they can help you integrate into your calendar. So even though if you have a recital or you have a doctor's appointment, you can actually block those times, and people won't be able to book at that certain time. So so that's amazing. And also, what I would recommend is to not just connect with them over the phone, but try to connect with them over Zoom. So there's many platforms out there, but I really love Zoom because you can share screens. You um, can you hear me? Am I still live? Okay. I think it's still going live. So
You're still good, Victor. Sorry
yeah,
about
okay.
that.
No, no worries. That's good. Um, so you want to actually not just add your calendar, but you want to, try to connect with them in a Zoom environment. So a meeting, online meeting environment, right? Virtual coffee. You can have your coffee, and you know they can have their coffee, and you guys can be in a virtual coffee setting. And this is the perfect timing, right? Because of the quarantine, so a lot of people are home, so you can actually connect with people more right now than, and they're going to be more aware of this technology now because, as you know, I don't know if you guys saw in Facebook and all these other platforms, Zoom and other companies are promoting this for education, so teachers, so students are going to start using it, where before, Zoom was just known for entrepreneurs, right? So this technology is, more people are going to be aware of it, and they're going to learn how to use it. So, you should definitely integrate that now in your life. And of course, at the end, right after they book a page, well, we talked about them trusting you, them liking you, right? So then what you need to do is you need to kind of create that thank you page, not just a regular thank you page, but more of like a shock and awe page where they land on this page and they're like, oh my God, like, you know, uh, Lauren Kai is an expert on this, right? They really know what they know, right? Because everybody wants to go to an expert, right? When you go to the doctor, you don't want to go if whatever reason, if you want to go and see a brain surgeon, you don't want to go to your general doctor, right? Because he's not a specialist. He's
Yeah,
not an expert in that area. So
yeah, I'm
you
sorry, I just popped back in right here. Like it's really funny that you say that because so many people like don't understand like that concept, like how to be like, how to be really that specific. So it's really funny that you say that. Yeah. I was just having a conversation about this actually.
yeah, the more specific you are, the more you become, the more you can charge, right? A brain surgeon charges more than a general doctor, right? Even a foot doctor that specializes in foot, they charge more than a general doctor, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
more specialized. They're more, you know, they really know that part of the body. So same thing, right? They just want to make sure that that specific brand, right? So, for example, I could have come in here and say, oh, I do Facebook ads, I do funnels, I do email marketing, I do copy, but no, then that will actually dilute everything that I do, right? Even though I know how to do it, I'm happy to stay in my lane because there's a lot of people out there that need this service, right?
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, so make sure that in your thank you page you are really conveying that message. You are shocking them. You are kind of giving them an awe to really say, oh my God, this guy, this person, this individual knows their stuff, right?
Mhm.
And there's a couple of things that you can do to create that, right? So how it all you wanted to I don't know if we want to see we have any questions before I move on to this one.
Yeah, so scroll back up. Like so basically y'all, like we've been, we kind of went over this during the whole week. The first is the registration page, which is the opt-in or lead page, right? And then that's to capture their information in their email, right? And then it takes them to the power content page. And then from there you have a call to action. That's the purpose of that page, to get them to, the schedule page where they book a call with you, right? So that's mainly like the shell of it, right? So just wanted to recap on that for anyone that might have
Yeah.
got lost or anything.
Yeah, and if anybody like feels that this is way over their heads, or like you're not understanding something, please let us know, and then we can for sure help you answer any questions that you may have. And trust me, there's no wrong question. Like there's no yeah. So please let me know. So yeah. So awesome. So so this is just kind of like an overview of what you need to be creating to start creating a a foundation, a marketing machine that's going to help you create that database, right?
Yeah, I think Lauren had a question actually.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I was having sound issues, so I just want to make sure I'm back on. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, and so as you guys can see, right, we break it down in each page. We break it down because, like I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure that you just focus on one page at a time, right? Because each page has their own goal, own achievements, right? And when you achieve that, then that's the time to celebrate. So try not to like focus in like on all the pages, but when you're starting out, you want to just kind of create that win for yourself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
for you people that are just starting out, it's going to be the registration page.
Mm-hmm.
And if you create that win for you, man, you're going to win versus other people that are just focusing on all this other stuff,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. So next up, right? I do want to talk to you about like certain softwares that you can definitely use. Now, then at the end, I'll share a way where you might get your funnel built and designed for free, and you don't have to pay for this softwares anymore,
Woo!
right? So,
That's
so we'll go
amazing.
over that. Yeah. So, but for now, we're just gonna go over like some of the softwares, right? One software that I really enjoy, and it's one that we kind of created for ourselves because we've been doing this for a long time, and we love helping people just create high ticket sales, right? So helping people really create their product and selling it for what it's worth, right? So anything that they're selling over $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, those are the funnels that we love to create because there's more wiggle room, right? If you sell a $5,000 product,
Yeah.
then you can actually go out there and buy more traffic for yourself.
Yep.
If you sell $100 product, there's not much room to actually make mistakes because you'll spend $1,000 to get that $100 back, and you don't want that. You want to spend 1,000 and get a $5,000 back, right?
Woo! And
Yeah.
So
real quick, I want to celebrate somebody who's watching the presentation right now. Her name is Chelsea Pine, and she just signed with us this afternoon for the Wealthy Wellness System. So
nice,
we want to
welcome.
celebrate Chelsea right now for being on this presentation, checking in before she even starts the program. Chelsea,
and
this information might
investing.
seem a lot right now, but it's great for you to start just listening and getting this vocabulary in your brain so that as you're going through our different modules, you're going to remember different things that Victor has said. So thank you, Chelsea, and congratulations.
Yeah, and
Thank
like
you,
that's like the point to what Victor said is like investing your money now to get money back later, right? Like that's what
right.
Chelsea did, and it's really crucial to do that.
Yeah, 100%. That's what everybody should do, especially during these times, right? You need a coach, you need someone, a mentor, a guide that can guide you and help you with this, right? Because you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to become that person that tries to do everything yourself, and then you don't get anything done, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Um,
And
and,
it's it's
when the internet was just young and back in 2000s, right? um it was so interesting because I wish I would come into this world just now, because back in the days it was an ocean of information that you will get lost, and your success was delayed because there were just so many moving parts. Technology was moving so fast, and new programs were coming in. And I just wish I would have had a coach that would have helped me to say, hey, look, focus on this and you will win, right?
yeah.
Instead of like doing everything yourself and trying to, try to play with things that you shouldn't. You should be focused on growing your business, right? Promotion. Promotion is the key,
Yeah,
right? So
I remember when I was doing that, I wasted like thousands of dollars on just like so many things that like on just the systems themselves and Facebook ads and like just also like even getting, some support, but not from expert support that had a track record. You've done over 1,000, you have at least under your belt, at least, that minimum. So, I wasn't going to these people who have a track record. And so it is really important, to do that. So thank you for mentioning that, Victor.
Yeah,
I'm excited for you to talk about the different softwares now.
yes.
Yes.
So let's go over a few softwares, right, that I, really would recommend for you to take a look at. So one of them, once you capture the name and email, right, the magic needs to happen where now you need to follow up, create that database to communicate with that prospect, right? And one of the tools you want to have is an email marketing tool, right?
Yes.
And there's so many tools out there. There's MailChimp for sure, but Infusionsoft. But if you just want to simplify things, ActiveCampaign will be one of the tools that will help you simplify it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it could get a little pricey, but if you're just starting out, it's a great tool. It's a great tool for you to have. And in this tool right here, I mean, you want to create that follow up, right? That's where you hear that term follow up or automation or campaigns, right? And basically, what you're doing is you're just sending out a couple of emails. You don't want to complicate things, right? You want to create a few emails that is going to get them to, well, our next, like, if we look at that funnel that we went over, we want them to watch the video, right? So, you want a user registers,
Oh,
right? So you want to go
did I
ahead
cut
and
out? You cut out.
I'm not sure.
You're good. You're good, Victor. It's just Lauren's technology.
All right. Yeah, so just going over like the automation, right? The email campaigns, right? So you want to create those email follow-up campaigns that's going to help you to push that user into the next step, which is watch the video, right? And most people will not watch it the first time, right? So just like in sales, it takes about 7 touches to make a sale, right? Same thing with your own database. It takes a few touches to make a sale. But if you have your marketing done right, then it's actually lower, right? It's just a few touches. Like it can even happen in the same moment,
Yeah.
the person. But let's take that learning and apply it here, right? So you want to have those touches. You want to create that, and then next thing you want to actually host some of the pages is ClickFunnels, right? Yes, there's Kajabi, there's all these other tools, but you just want to really have a tool that's gonna help you create this pages that is going to be host your opt-in page, your video page, your schedule page, right? And it's going to help you to get clicks in that video to book a call. And then the tool that we like to use is Schedule Once. Schedule Once is a tool that's going to go like help you just manage your calendar, right? So you want to make it easy for individuals to book a call, right? And yes, you can add layers to for your prospects, so then you can really see if they're the right fit for you, right? You can add a type form, so then you can ask more questions and pre-qualify them, right? But at the beginning, you want to have those conversations because they really do help you to get into your prospect's mind. So the more people you talk to, the better you will be in your sales and in your marketing. Um, and then so those are the tools that I really recommend. Now, one of the tool that I wanted to share with you guys is called Supercharged System, right? And all these tools are amazing. They're great, right? They're beautiful. But the challenge that you will have is that you have to log in into multiple tools, right? Like a lot of business owners say, you have to know your numbers, right? You have to know your numbers and see where you're at in order to make the right decisions, right? In order for you to not have that emotion of like, hey, I'm investing money on Facebook or YouTube or any other platform, and I'm not getting in return. Let's say you spend 1,000 and you got 100 opt-ins, right?
Hmm.
Most people will freak out.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I haven't got any sales, but you know, if you really think about it, if you know where your business is at and where your prospect is at, then that's going to help you out. So let me see if I can share another screen.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna bring Lauren in here.
Give me a second.
Thanks, Andrew. Yes. He asked. He asked if you could go over the shock and awe page in a bit more detail.
Yeah, most definitely.
Thanks, Lauren. Okay, yeah, yeah, thank you very so much, Victor, for showing up and for giving everybody the lowdown on exactly which tools and systems and not only which tools and systems, but the flow of how this all plays out, right? And it's really important because a lot of people just don't understand this, and this is where we're shifting to. So it's awesome to have you here and be showing our audience, how to specifically do this stuff.
Yeah,
I remember I didn't know any of this stuff before, right? I'm really familiar with it now, but before I was just like really amazed when I saw this. I can only imagine the people watching.
yeah. In the key is really um not to, like you said, like you come into this world, right, and you get all these tools, right? And I'm mentioning tools here, and it feels like once you get them, you have to go in there and get a PhD on them, you know. So then, it really delays your success, right? It really is going to delay your success because now you have to learn them, right? Now you have to um, go in there, create those pages, create that. Let me see if I could share this. Man, I love this tool.
The supercharged.
Yeah. Oh no, the Be Live.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, anyone who's like wondering about a video conferencing tool, Zoom is great. We're using Be Live right now though, and it's awesome because it lets you stream to your business page or your Facebook group, lets you share screen, it lets you add in multiple people, and you can see the comments on the side. So, all right, we have have this. So let's answer Andrew's question first, and then do you want to
Yeah.
dive into that?
Yeah.
So.
Let's go. Sorry, Andrew. Let me go into the shock and awe. And where is my page?
Yeah, that was a great question, Andrew, because the shock and awe portion is very important. So great question, Andrew.
Okay.
I want to share. So just to go over, I wanted to show you a shock and awe page, right?
Go ahead. You can share it.
I don't think it's. If I could find it.
Okay, technology. Yes.
Be live dev.
So and if anyone else has any questions, we see some people are here with us live. So go ahead and drop some questions in the chat for Victor. He's like world-class expert here. So definitely take advantage of that. And then also, drop us some hearts if you're liking this, so that way we know that you're liking this material.
Yeah, please let us know if this is so valuable for you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here's a quick example of a shock and awe page, right? So remember, they booked a call with you. So what you want to do is you want to reinforce what they've just done, right? You want to let them know that they made the right choice to really scheduling the call. Because as you know, getting them to show up, that's another
Yeah,
that's another
exactly.
strategy, right? That's another tactic.
Yeah.
So on your shock and awe, right? Basically, you want to invite them to come into your world, right? And what we're doing, this is not the updated version, but we do have an updated version where you want to invite them to your community now, right? You want to invite them to a group where they can actually join for free, right? Even though it's a closed group, it's you definitely want to make it exclusive, right? You don't want to just have anybody, but you
Hmm.
want to invite them to join a group. This one doesn't have it, but at the bottom we definitely do that. And that's just another place where you can create lives like this, right? Do Facebook lives like this, get them in and maybe answer a few questions that your community is having.
Yeah, and they can get support from other people that are in the group, whether if it's like emotional support from being on the journey or, that camaraderie in there as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously that's something that you want to do, and then the next step is to provide them more tools, right? And you don't want to just provide any tool, right? You want to provide them tools that actually will help them answer questions, right? Like we all have doubts, right? I just made a call with this guy, and I don't even, I met him online, and I don't even know who he is,
Yeah.
right? So what you want to do is you want to provide them tools or videos trainings, right?
Hmm.
That can help you edify you first of all, and then remove any doubts that they might have, right? So for instance, in this page, I'm providing a free book, right? A PDF. Now, this book is not it's only like 5 pages, right?
Hmm.
But what I'm doing right here is I'm actually just showing them the process, right? And I'm giving them small wins, right? Like small things that they can feel like, oh my God, like, yes, this is valuable. And yes, I'm getting closer to my dreams, right? So you want to
Hmm.
create that desire. So that's what this book is doing. So you want to create either an ebook, a training. It doesn't have to be an ebook, right? It could be a training that is going to help them definitely make that win. And next up is really getting to know you, right? Now, one thing is like they just booked a call. They want to know more about you, right? So
Hmm.
then you want to give them all your social medias, right? You want to go in there and tell your story. Why you do what you do. And it doesn't have to be long. People don't like to read as much.
Yeah.
um, and so you want to make it nice and sweet, short, right? Give them your story, right? Like right now, here I'm telling my story. I'm going back when I used to have a brick and mortar business, right? And how I got started in online, right? So I'm giving them a short story of all this stuff. And then the next thing is once you get now, if you don't have testimonials, don't worry about it. But if you do, the next step is like you just want other people. So you want to add another layer of like edification that say, hey, you know what? He, I'm not his first client,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But if you don't, it's okay, right? If you don't, it could be anything, right? It could be actually it could be a well if Kai made a comment about you, you could even add that here, right?
Yeah.
So you just want to have those testimonials or things that it doesn't have to be a testimony. It could be things that people have said about you,
Yeah.
right?
Social proof. Yeah.
Social proof. Yeah, there you go. So you want to add as many social proof as you want here, right? You want to showcase that you had success, right? Um, and then there's more stuff that you can add, but this is the basic, right? You want to have this as your shock and awe page and make it very simplified, right? I understand maybe this is your first online business. Well, definitely you could create a video and then you can create your Facebook group. And it's okay if you have 5 people. It's okay if you have 2 people, the thing is that you just want to you want to make it real. You know, you don't want to hype it up. You don't want to fake it till you make it, because we all know that, right? You
Yeah.
don't want you want to show transparency. The more transparency you show with your audience, man, the more sales you're gonna make. You know, that's why I love teaching this stuff. You know, I don't really care, because, you know, I know that my skills, you know, I know they need me to create it, to build it, right? But I can show as much as I want, you know, and
Yeah.
and just share and share and share. But I know at the end of the day, what do we all want? We want to save time. We want to save money, right? Because we want that financial freedom, that freedom that
Yeah.
comes with our online businesses.
Mhm.
So, Andrew, hopefully this answers your question about the shock and all page. But at the end of the day, you just want to, you know, give them, you know, make sure that you know, they made the right choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to enforce that, and then you want to give them a quick, you know, actionable plan that they can take, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then you want to just tell them your story, like, okay, this guy is real. This guy's real. He's not an avatar. this he's you know, if you know, if you're not a father, it's okay. You maybe, you know, maybe you love art, you know, and you know, I get a lot of my clients. I do get a lot of you know, people that do have kids, families, just because I added this, you know, uh,
Okay.
and it's interesting, right? Because, you know, I guess I close more because they're like, okay, you know, this guy understands where I'm coming from, right? So little things like that, like if you notice, you'll notice like little key words that will help you connect with that audience, right?
Okay.
And that's it. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, I'm sure that well answered his question. He actually said extreme value.
All right, awesome. Glad that, you know.
Um, if anybody else has other questions, just, drop them in the comments and we'll get them answered for you. I did want to do a time check right now. We need to wrap up this training at 3:45 and it's 3:28 right now. So I just wanted to let everyone know that that's what our timeline is like today.
Perfect. Yeah. And man, I mean, there's more stuff that I want to go over, right? There's supercharge, but look, I know we have to wrap it up, right? And if
You can go
anybody,
through supercharged.
Yeah,
yeah,
I would like for you to share supercharge information, and then that could probably be like the last portion of this training.
oh, beautiful.
Yeah, because supercharge is very, very important.
Okay, so awesome. Let me, I'm gonna open up two tabs, right?
Yeah.
And well, I think I have to only do one at a time.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It actually might let you do two at a time. You just might have to do the first one and then try the next one.
Try the next one. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And for everyone who's watching right now, if you've been with us this week, we just wanted to say a quick thank you. If you're just joining us, we have all the replays. We've been doing trainings Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Thursday. So we are recording these and we have the replay available for you. So just hit me up if you need access to that. We have it on the Facebook group and the Facebook page. Like I said, if you have any issues finding them, let me know. It's facebook.com/wealthywellness.
Perfect. There you go. Awesome. So, can everybody see this?
So this one is popped up. There we go.
Beautiful. So yeah. So we talked about all those tools, right? Having that process right in place where you're gonna capture leads, right? And what you want to know is you want to know what is your value, right? And there's a lot more that we can talk about, but let's just go over what I showed you, right? That process that you need to create for your business, so you can get up and going and create that, you know, financial stability.
Mm-hmm.
So with Supercharge, right, we found out that, you know what, people don't want to they don't want to bother with technology. All they care and what they should care is about how many opt-ins are they getting, how many leads, right? How many strategy calls,
Mm-hmm.
right? So as we go over Supercharge, right? It has everything that you're going to need. It has your dashboard where you're going to log in every morning, and you're going to see how many leads you got. So if you set yourself your goal to have 50 leads this week, you can check on that and say, you know what, I'm 10 short. You know, what can I do today to get those 10 that I set myself to accomplish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not actually thinking about like, oh, let me go and create a page or this and that. No, you're gonna say, hey, what can I do to get those 50 that I set myself to get, right? So that's why I love this dashboard, because you can see all your stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the beauty of it is that all your email automation is going to be in here, right? So all your campaigns or all that automation that's going to happen is going to be in here, right?
Real quick, I want to jump in and say, Kai and I and Victor, we've all worked with so many different platforms. This one is truly amazing.
Yeah,
So if you guys are curious, definitely check this system out.
yes, definitely. And you know, going back to this in the campaigns is, you know, you have all your emails. See, you can see how many people are um, in your campaigns, right? How many replies, how many completed, right? And not just that, but you have your calendar. You have your calendar where you can come and see your appointments, how many
Woo!
appointments you got, right?
Ah, so
So
good.
you can see all your appointments. You don't have to go log in into schedule once and like maybe you know, get lost in there with all their options, right? But you can come in here and see your calendar, your appointments. You need to talk to Nancy, Bob, right? And this is an actual account, right, that I'm showing you. And this is a brand new client, by the way, that just came in. But yeah, you get to see all your stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they're seeing. Now, you get to have all your funnels here, right? So you want to have your funnels in one place where you create all your pages, right? And you see all your stats as well. You know how well your conversion is going, right? So see all your stats, your pages, right? All the pages that we talked about, and see, look how simple this funnel is, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing to it, and then so you see your sales and your stats here, and what
It's
else?
amazing.
One one thing that a lot of people are missing right now, and it's the ability to communicate with SMS, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we're afraid to ask for that information because we don't want to get lower conversion rates, but people do want to give you their phone number, right? I don't know. Is this next page sharing or no?
Is there another one that you popped up?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now, so but the beauty of this with this system, man, you can ask for the phone number without being intrusive, right? And you actually
Oh, that's so good.
and you actually captured this, and then now you're able to connect with them. And the beauty of it is that all your conversations, let me see if I can go here. Oh, this is awesome. I just figured out how to go from tab to tab.
How? Oh, with Be Live?
Yeah, with you live. This is so cool because this is
How?
a new tab, right? This is a new tab. Look, so when people come in into your campaign, you can have all your conversations in here, so you don't have to worry about like going to your email or this and that. You can come in here and send an email, send an SMS, say,
Wow.
um, "Hey, Kyle, how you doing? You know, like, you know, haven't heard from you, you know, or, but, you know, this is all going to be set up for you." And the beauty of it too, right? This is super cool. Watch. Um, when you come in here and when an action is taken, right? So, for example, right, I deleted myself from that campaign, but this will happen automatically. Oops, sorry. Give me a second. So when a new opt-in lead comes in, they're gonna be put into the new lead, right? Automatically. But as soon as they click your link to watch your video, they're going to get added into the hot lead campaign. Once they book, they're going to be added here. And this happens all automatically. So, automation is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, once you jump into the sales call with them, right, or the discovery call, then you can say, all right, if this person didn't show, you put them here, and then that triggers the no show automation, right? Now, let's say you sold them on the phone, then this triggers the welcome automation. So literally, this system has you covered from your prospect, from being a a prospect to becoming a customer, right? So you don't have to worry about creating all those systems, because now we have all those campaigns, right? We have a new customer welcome campaign, we have a no show, we have an appointment reminder, and we have the video with SMS. So
This
isn't this
is
beautiful?
this is epic. Everyone
Yeah.
who's watching, most of the time, like before this system, you had to do everything separate. So to have this in one platform is just
Insane.
unbelievable. My mind is blown right now.
Yes, it's beautiful, and that is supercharged, guys. I don't
Woo!
know. Can you guys see me? I just see Steve.
Let me. Oh yeah. Let me. How? Huh.
That
Oh, I know how. Lauren.
There you go.
that little box for the text message is like, oh,
Yes,
that's so good.
SMS is key right now. Especially you'll have more open rates, right? Your emails, instead of having a 1 or 2% or 3%, you're gonna have a 90%
Yeah.
open rate. Everybody opens their messages. And the cool thing about it, which I didn't go over because of time, is that when people connect with your Facebook page and they send you a message through Messenger, you'll get it in your system and you can reply, right? So you're creating that connection, that communication with your prospect. So you're not losing anything, you're gaining a lot. So
Exactly.
man, if you guys want to know how to really get this system for free, and how to actually help us build your funnel, then I will just encourage
The
you
link.
to go to victorglez.com
Yeah.
and book a call with me.
I'll put it in the chat right now. VictorGlez.com. Right. All right. Yeah, Victor, such a pleasure, and he's just such an honor to know him and to be able to work with him, and to have him be able to work with our clients, and yeah, it's so awesome. So anything else you want to say, Victor, before we start to wrap it up?
Yeah, so remember, like, technology is there, it's your friend, but don't complicate it, right? Don't complicate it. Try to get one of the experts to help you out, the true experts, right? And go out there and crush it.
Melly just left a good comment on my personal page's watch party. Her mind is blown and the universe is coming out of this GIF.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Victor.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Really enjoyed being in this live, and I would love to connect with every single one of you, and definitely check out, go to my website, victorglez.com, or just message me on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Go to my Facebook page and message me, and I'll be happy to connect with you.
Woo! Thank you, Victor.
Thank you. It's such an honor, Victor. You have a great rest of your day, and happy transition. This huge transition we're going through. So Victor's shirt. Oh my God, his shirt's so awesome.
Yes, Victor.
It's all about branding, promotion.
Yes. Exposure without a call to action is a waste of exposure. One of our coaches, Angel Tussie, she says that all the time.
Yes. So thank you so much, guys. So if you guys don't need me, I'll head out and and enjoy my freedom. I'm just kidding. No, I would love to connect with you guys, to help you out and create that system, that same system for you, So
Yep.
let's connect.
All right.
For sure.
Yep. everyone go to victorglez.com and check out Victor, really connect with him, message him on Facebook. It's really easy, to just do that message and just to connect with him. He's someone that has a lot of value and expertise, as just demonstrated on the call today. So Victor Glez, either on Facebook or victorglez.com.
Woohoo! Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Take care.
Peace.
Bye. Hello, Kai. How are you doing?
Hello, Lauren.
Melly's gift that she just posted. That option on there for that non-intrusive text approval is like, that's huge, you guys.
The whole thing's huge. It's all in one. Like, so let's start wrapping this up. We have about 4 minutes, right? So let's go into, we've showed up because we want to give y'all value, right? And you can go and implement all this stuff on your own, but you can get even more value from us by working with us. Once this week's done, starting next week, we're going to only be working with about 5 of you. Actually, only about 4 right now, since we have a slot filled. And I
think we're down to 3.
Okay, so we're down to 3. And so, we have those slots open. So, make sure that you reach out to us. I'm going to go a little bit into what the 2 offers that we've created for this look like. So let me see if I can share my screen. Share screen, Chrome, perfect. It should pop up. There, now. So I'm going to solo this.
Yeah, I was going to say, take me off.
And so here we have, the 2 offers. Our first offer is the VIP Do It With You implementation. So we're going to walk with you step by step, hand in hand, and really help you implement these systems and strategies into your system. So, it's going to be everything that you pretty much need. So you're going to get the exact instructions and links and examples and templates from us via email at the beginning of the program and throughout the program as well. And that's going to include slide decks and checklists and everything that you need. So this program includes access to our online area, so our members portal. And with this, you get, lifetime access to coursework and blueprints and world-class trainings. There's going to be trainings from Victor, from Ryan, who was on yesterday, from our other coach, Aaron, and of course from me and Lauren as well. And there's going to be content from other clients that you're going to have access to. And you're going to have lifetime updates for any technology. If ClickFunnels is no longer working, we'll let you know, that you need to switch over or anything like that. So that's a huge asset right there. That's worth so much money. It's worth over $50,000 just from the trainings and everything that's going to be in there. And then, then we have our 1 3-hour group session. It's a Q&A call every Thursday at 3:30 on Zoom. And in these sessions, you can get clarity on any questions that you have, anything you want critiqued, coursework, content, and we'll give you detailed feedback. And we'll even help you rewrite things if it's for, your pages or for your masterclass. That's where you get a lot of support, right? And then you get 4 30-minute one-on-one calls where, again, you can just work with me and Lauren, and we go in on personalized feedback for your business and your content and your homework. Then me and Lauren are just available 2 hours a week for office hours where you can come in again and ask questions. And that's just because we want us to have extra support for you.
Hey, Kai.
Yeah.
I think our screen is pink.
The whole screen?
I think so. I just see pink on Be Live and I see pink on my computer.
Are people saying anything in the comments?
You guys, let us know if you see
pink.
Yeah,
Andrew says it's a blank screen share. So, sorry, y'all. Let's try this again. We're almost done. We're about to wrap it up. We just want to make sure that we provide y'all with an opportunity, to get more value and to really start shifting your business. So, hopefully, Andrew, let us know in the chat if it's not a blank screen anymore, I'm going to hide Lauren and maybe just keep it like that. It should show up. Okay. Can you see it now? Cool. So, going back into this. So, and then you're going to have access to a group chat with us and the other four people that are going to be in the program with you. And then you're going to have access to our Facebook Mastermind tribe, which has millionaires that have already had successful businesses. You're going to be able to ask them questions, which are our coaches, other people who are going through the same journey that you are, that are even just a little further ahead or a lot further ahead, and that can give you great tips. So we're going to review your funnel, test your masterclass, text your pixel, your replay pages, your emails, your opt-in page, your Facebook ads, and help you troubleshoot everything to make sure it's running smooth and error-free. We really don't want to leave anything out here. We want to make sure that you have everything you need. We don't want to be like, that's what sets us apart from other programs. They just give you information and leave you high and dry. We want to make sure we give you that transformational support, right? So the investment fees for this, for 12 weeks, for 3 months of online weekly coaching, is only $3,000, which is a huge, huge bonus for you. And you can pay that in installments of $1,111, 3 installments. And it's only by application, and if you want to message us, it's really simple. Just go ahead and reach out on Facebook Messenger. We only have 3 slots left, and once they're gone, they're gone, right? And then just to wrap it up, the last one we have here, our second offer, is the Lighthouse. And this is an even more affordable offer for people. So this has the online course access that we mentioned already, and then you get monthly community coaching sessions, and you get access to our Facebook Mastermind community with some other bonuses, right? So this portal includes all those trainings we talked about from Ryan and Victor and me and Lauren. And with this offer, it's either $49 a month, $297 a year, or $497 for a lifetime, right? And that's a steal because these, again, like we said, these trainings are worth over $50,000, and you can get so much value from all these videos. We have right now like 30 videos so far. We're going to have, a lot more. We predict we're going to have 90 videos by the end of this next quarter, and it's going to be value packed with everything that you need. So that's it for the offers. Go ahead and let us know if you want to get more information, even if we just get on a call and find out what's going on with your business, what you need to do next, especially with this transition that's happening in society. Just book a call with us. Go to thewealthywellnesssystem.com. You can watch the masterclass there. Or you can send us a message if you just want to talk about booking a call, or if you're ready to just enroll, send us a message and we can talk about that as well. So I'm going to add Lauren. Hey. So that's it for today.
Woo! Thank you everyone for showing up this afternoon, taking notes and being involved. Hope you found a lot of value from Victor Glez. He's an amazing human. We'll have the replay option that we'll post on the page and the Facebook group. And tomorrow we're going on at 3:30, and it's going to be another lit training. So put that in your planners.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're going to be going over the graceful art of enrollment, avoiding sleazy salesman syndrome, how to stay in integrity and feel confident during your enrollment calls. So you won't want to miss that tomorrow. Anything else, Kai?
Nope. That's it for now. If you have questions still, put them in the chat, the comment, and we'll answer those for you later on.
Okay. Everyone have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.